It is time. Capcom presents. Man, I miss these full motion video cutscenes in the older Monster Hunter games. Like, you have no idea. It's just so nice seeing how the developers fully envision the monsters' lives are like. I'm actually a big fan of it. I also think it's funny how they have things like regular ass turtles, and then you got Kelby, which are just deer. I mean, I guess they're deer with beards, but they're just deer. I'm actually playing on the Japanese version of this game because after I beat the single player, I'm actually going online and beating all the multiplayer quests. Man, Generation 1 Rathalos is ugly. Look at that dude. Alright,
Here we go.
so something I'm going to start doing is my guys are going to be named Aibo. I remember I used to have pasty white skin like this guy, and then I was just doing outside work for a couple years, and now I'm either beet red or I almost look brown. Actually, though, who has ever used this hair? Like, ever? I guess me. Also, I like to think this guy is kind of a young, ambitious, kind of upstart since this is the first Monster Hunter game. It seems kind of fitting. Let's get in it. Goodbye, Robert. Oh, what the fuck? Dude just struck a pose. And here we are, Coto Village. Honestly, something about this place, I've always loved it. It's very small town sort of feel. I mean, yeah, it's a village. It is a small town, but something about it seems very cozy and warm. Props to the developers for making this village, for real. Dude, I look like a child in that bed. How am I as small as a child in the bed, but when I get up, I'm almost as long as it. And I'm almost as tall as the wardrobe. That's crazy. Alright, so the first thing I know I'm going to want to do is talk to the village elder chief. So I'm just going to go ahead and get my money from him and get the leather set. Because if I remember right, it helps you gather better. I used to get the chainmail set for better defense, but it's always better to try to focus on preparation rather than just bonuses. Looking sick. It looks like the first thing I'm going to need to do is get raw meat. It should be pretty quick and easy. All I gotta do is kill a couple of defenseless dinosaurs and carve them up. Always a good idea to check the item box because it might have items you can actually bring with you. So for this one, I'm just gonna bring the map. I shouldn't need anything else. All I'm really doing is getting some meat. Here it is, the forest and hills. Honestly, I think this game's held up pretty well even after almost 20 years. Well, I think it has been 20 years, hasn't it? Alright, so if anybody's ever lost, you can just push triangle and bring up the tutorials. This guy has a lot to talk about. He's a bit of a yapper like me. Alright, and that should be enough. I just gotta carve these guys and get back to camp. And there we go, just like that. Whenever I finish these quests, I always like making my guy jump in bed. Because I can imagine after hunting even a little defenseless dinosaur like that is just, that's gotta wear you out. I remember sparring with a couple of people before, and after like not even 5 minutes, I think it was like 3 minutes, we were just covered in sweat. And I think we sparred for like 5 minutes, and after that we were done for the week. I've always wondered what these mystery bones are for though. I think they're like used for weapons and armor or something like that. Alright, quest 2. Gotta cook the raw meat. So in order to cook raw meats, you usually need a barbecue spit. I believe you can buy one from town for like 1,500 bucks, and it's always a good idea to bring it with you. So this portable spit at the bottom where it says supply item, that means that it's going to be returned as soon as I get done with it. Anyway, I probably should have stocked up on extra meat in the last quest because it would have saved me some time. So I'm going to have to go out and kill another dinosaur again. Alright, now that I got some raw meat, I just pull out the barbecue spit. Hey, still got it. And now that I've done that, I can just throw it in here, and we're good. You can teabag in this game. Now, these training quests always give you like 50s in each, but they don't cost anything to start the quest. I know that a lot of quests will require you to pay an upfront fee. Well, pretty much all the quests except the training quests. So if you're just completely out of money, you can just do a couple of training quests and get some free money. Mission number 3, searching for items. 2 herbs and a spider web. Alright, so that means I'll have access to mining, which means I need to buy a pickaxe. I would like to get the iron pickaxe, but I can only get the old pickaxe, so I'm just going to get one of those. And as soon as I can, I'll have to get a portable spit. Now, unfortunately, the old pickaxe will break after like 1 or 2 uses, but yeah, it's alright. I only need a couple of iron ore to upgrade my weapon. I haven't been doing it with the last couple of missions, but it's a good idea to... Well, I'm going to start grabbing these items from the chest because I'll actually be running around a lot more now. The rations are good for a free stamina buff. And in the later games, it's a good idea to eat before every mission. Alright, I need 2 herbs and a spider web. So the reason I have access to these specific areas is because you can get herbs in area 3, I believe, and spider web in area 6. But you can also mine there, which is what I'll be doing. These little pigs, they're called moss swine, and they are actually very useful. If you follow them, they will always lead you to mushroom patches. So right here, they're sniffing around, and usually where they're sniffing around, there's a spot, but there isn't a spot here because it's a training mission, and I guess I'm just dumb. It just snaps to the top of the ledge. Oh my god, this is taking so long. Oh, bird. So here's a little hack. What you do is you jump up here. Oh my god, it doesn't stop. And this is where you get spider webs. Da 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 da. So what you do is you make spider webs with trap tools, I believe, and I think ivy, and it'll make like a pitfall trap. It's either ivy and trap tools or spider webs and trap tools. Spider webs are used for traps in general. I don't know which ones though. And over here, there's a mining spot. What you gotta do is once you jump down here, you go up here, snap into place, then you drop right down here. And you have to look for these little specific cracks in the walls in the older games. And you have to switch over to your pickaxe and then use it. And I got rocks. But I got 1 iron ore, and I think that's just enough to upgrade my sword and shield by 1 level. So if you come over here, you'll notice a couple of different things. You got these spots. If they got the little orange berries on them, those are always nuts. Oh, excuse me. They're always berries. They're not, basically they're not herbs. The way you find herbs is you gotta look for these flowers. And there's an herb. Mission done. Time for a nap. After climbing all of them cliffs, rock faces. Words. I can English. Look at this guy. He is dead inside. Something I forgot is that at the end of every mission, you should go into your item box and store your crap because it takes up space in your inventory even if you don't want it to. There is no ascending to the box, but the catch is that 1, your space is limited. So honestly, I should probably sell this stuff. The next thing is that your inventory space is very limited. Wait, I think that was the first thing. The first thing is your inventory space is limited. So this is what you got. This is all of your inventory space for the entire game. And that includes equipment as well, equipment and items. The second thing is that whenever you go to craft or upgrade items, you have to have the items that you need in your inventory. So if I want to improve my sword and shield, well, I need the money, of course, but I also got to have the item in my actual inventory, which it's white, so that means I have it. If it was yellow, that would mean it's in my box, but if it was grayed out, obviously that would mean I don't have it. Next mission, combining items. I need to deliver 2 potions, which I need blue mushrooms and herbs for. Flex. So now I actually have access to more of the map. But my time this morning is limited, so I'm going to go straight to Area 8 and get some blue mushrooms, and then I'm going to go to Area 3 and get those herbs. There's a moss swine in here right now, but usually there's bullfango, and they're like boars. They just charge you. They just keep charging you. They're so annoying. Nuts. I will say, now that this area is open, it's a good idea to come over here and gather some honey, because mixing herbs and honey will get you mega potions. And the Japanese version only, though, which is wild. So if it says nothing found, keep searching, because if there's anything else to get, it'll say, if there's nothing else to get, it'll say there's nothing else here. Like that. So if it says nothing found, it just means you had a bad roll and you didn't find anything. But keep looking. So for this mission, this is where the blue mushrooms will be, but usually nitro shrooms will be over here, and they're used to make, like, demon drugs and stuff. And just remember to look out for these yellow flowers, because usually that's where herbs are. And what you do is you go into your inventory, you go to combine, and you mix blue mushroom with herb. Boom, potion. And then check this out. Honey with herb. You get garbage. But also mega potions. The garbage doesn't really serve any purpose as far as I know. Just take that shit and yeet it out of here. Then just like that, quest is done. Give me a quest. This one is fishing. It's where you'll fight your first hostile enemy and experience the joys of fishing and Monster Hunter. As you can tell by my unenthusiastic tone, I am not very excited about this. And here we have it. One of the most annoying monsters in Monster Hunter history. And it's not even a proper monster. It's just a freaking boar. Here he comes. Dude, this camera is ass. Dude, they straight up put this charging boar in a linear corridor to make him as annoying to fight as possible. Oh my god, finally.
Give me your skin.
These shiny spots are places where you can gather. And now we fish. I said, and now we fish. I said, and now we fish. I'll just get back to you when I caught it.
I'm going to consume you.
It took me so long, I lost a bar of stamina. Oh my god, I would have eaten that fish if I didn't have to deliver it. Get me out of here. Alright, and now we'll do our first urgent quest. We gotta kill a bunch of velociraptors. This is gonna be a lot more gruesome, but I'm glad they went with the T rating because the blood in the demo was just straight up cartoonish. I like how this dude's trying to talk to me when I got like 3 velociraptors trying to eat my face. Dead. Ow. I'll try spinning. That's a good trick. At the start of the game, it's always good to try to carve as many actual enemies as you can because they'll drop you like scales and fangs and stuff, and those will actually sell for money. Alright, and that's going to do it all for today. That said, thank you for all the support to everybody who subscribed to my YouTube channel. I look forward to seeing you all again, and I'll see you guys in the next video.